Hello, and welcome. This is me, Briny Rose from Land of Library. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, Nimby. Welcome, Overseas Phantom. Welcome, Rahel. Welcome, Benjamin. It's been a little while. I do apologize. Yesterday! Oh god. I was having such a day, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of tired. I was umming and ahhing, because sometimes I stream, and I feel better after I stream, and I feel better about the world, because I have a good time. And then sometimes, I want to interact with people, and I realized yesterday was one of those I don't want to interact with people days. But I am feeling a bit better now. I had a good rest. I only talked to my fiance. It was great. Talk to as few people as physically possible and charge up her batteries again. Roll her up into a burrito and she'll be fine. But nah, I'm good. I'm excited. Oh, I'm excited to take out this vampire. Definitely. If only we could combine Ace Attorney with Uma Musume so Rai Shower Gun Goldship can kick the old vampire to death. Yay! God streaming lets you move sometimes. I would like to take 100% credit. Yes, you are. You help. You do make us a good time. Not just you, though. You don't deserve that 100% credit. You can have, like, I don't know, four viewers right now. You can have 25% credit. Anyway, yeah. I might not be able to stream this Sunday too, that's why I haven't done a schedule this week. Life is hard. But we'll do what we can. That's all we can do. And what we can do is murder a vampire. Continue. Hello, Red Roach. Does the credit count towards the final grade? Yes. Yes, it does. Your final grade will maybe, if you're good, well, no. Your final grade for enjoying my content is A for you're awesome. Even if you're not in chat, this grade still goes to you. Even if you're just lurking, even if you're VODing, you still get an A grade for being awesome. Ha! I'm being nice to you. And yeah, I forgot to read by that. No, that's true. I know! I'm genuinely kind of mad to potentially be missing 2 Sunday streams in a row. Could you get B for Benjamin? I suppose so. We can make it a B+. Benjamin plus. Phoenix and Edgeworth funny divorce. There will be no divorce! No! They're not divorcing. We're not going to let them divorce. Which was the best this one, I think? Turnabout goodbye. Yeah, load. One of my universes without nose. What the fuck? Right, so it's been a couple weeks because we did Horse Girls last week. So let's have a small catch up, shall we? Just for context, I think. So what we're focusing on in this point of the story is a case 15 years ago, in which Edgeworth seems to believe that he murdered his father while trapped in an elevator. The case before, we at least know he didn't do, because the murder of that one has in fact confessed. But now we're trying to figure out this case 15 years ago that will go out of commission by the end of the week. However, we think it might have been the vampire man, that we're not 100% sure how so far. Figure that one out. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, I mean, don't you feel responsible for a murder 15 years ago? Anyone watching this who's like under 15, then you just won't get it yet. It's fine. Once you turn 15, it's just a natural feeling. If it isn't, we just throw him. That's true. Try to get Phoenix. Not wrong. Off scot-free, definitely. I feel responsible for the Great Chicago Fire. Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crimes. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examination. I'm surprised you're letting me. Who's Scott? I don't know, but if you get off scot-free, then you're innocent, right? Or at least you get away with murder. The statute of limitations on the DL-6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. Wait, is he admitting that he cheats? Though it's unconventional for me to play fair. Karma! Karma, 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 chameleon. I see. Does the defense have any objections? Not at all, good sir, not at all. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you? It's unconventional for me to prosecute someone without cheating. Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand? I mean, he was already there because he already did his dramatic entrance. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth, I am a prosecuting attorney. Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? Is it? Is it, husband? I know I love cheating, but I'll do this one fair this time. Still plans on cheating. Probably. To the tune of that song from Laced. Gonna go with my trial by the book. That is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be key, but only if I can get it to work. Please. 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 The DL-6 incident. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Oh, I forgot to press the L button. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, and then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. And that is all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events. Bah! The same claim... Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong voice. Bah! The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. I gave these two very, very similar voices, and it's not great. Those are some unusually low elevator windows. They're like waist height. That is weird, to be fair. Chili con carne. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. Right. Before I fully cross-examine him, I'd like to double-check what evidence we have going. So let me just... I'm not going to actually present anything. I just want to look at what we've got. We've got my badge, obviously very important. We've got time of death for the murder that's already solved. We've got that's for the murder that's already solved. We've got this, which is to do with the DL-6 incident, but it's not exactly what we're going for. Got a leg, got the pistol. With Edgeworth's fingerprints, we have the metal detector, we have Polly. We have this. I would like to check this. Okay, case summary. Air in the elevator was oxygen depleted at the time of the incident. No clues found on scene. Victim was Gregory Edgeworth, defense attorney trapped in elevator returning from a lost trial with son, Miles Edgeworth, age 9. 1 bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. That's the bit that doesn't make sense at the moment, because he can only remember it being shot once, but it was fired twice. Suspect data, Yanni Yogi. Court bailiff trapped in elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to oxygen deprivation. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Rightio. Then what else we got? So we've got this. Also, we've got a bullet wound here and a bullet wound here. So he might have been standing in front of and it shot through him and through the glass, maybe, but... And then we've got the bullet taken from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, still bears clear ballistic markings. Okay, right. We have, in fact... Yeah, apparently the gun doesn't count. Apparently the bullet in the body doesn't count, so yeah, it doesn't count. Clearly, if the elevator is airtight, that means the air has a good hold on the elevator, which is preventing it from falling. I see. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You make holes and lift doors. That day, I'd gone to the corner room to press! What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Wait, I forgot my Yowie screen. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details. That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. Press! Yes. Yes, lady. So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator. Yes. Myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first. But as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Press! What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. Press! What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bailiff's, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. That's not a very good safety, if that's what happened. Von Karma got so butthurt about Edgeworth pointing out the flaw in his evidence, he used his vampire powers to create an earthquake and kill him, potentially. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and threw it at Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked. So you're saying you threw the pistol at Mr. Yanni Yogi? These voices are going weird because I gave Edgeworth and Von Karma the same voice! No! I was in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. Objection! Are you sure you only heard 1 gunshot? Counterpoint, Yanni Yogi has his gun with safety off because he's a freak like that. I mean, he's a freak that faked brain damage for 15 years. Why not? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came. I see. No, Your Honor, unfortunately you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony. Objection! Maybe I should be trying to give him that voice. Do you enjoy dragging out that file? You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? Just make karma more Dracula-ish and the voices will be different. I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Second page. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's enemy testimony? It was the second page, right? 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 Save? I'm worried. Okay, but I'm pretty sure. We literally just read it. Look at the victim data in this file. It says, quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. I remember Bay used a voice filter for Von Karma. It was funny. Oh my god, that's genius. He deserves it. Like some kind of yeah, that's wonderful. Court refuses to read 3 short pages because vampires are not. Correct. Can you imagine your vampire voice going, what, ha, ha, like on Sesame Street? Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot? Suck it, Karma. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired the second shot? Your Honor, I'm sure you're aware. This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with the incident. Really? Really, Von Karma? Really? That's why you're going with this? I got you, bitch. I see. You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had anything to do with the case? Yes, I do! Your Honor, I think I will be able to show you proof. What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have any evidence of the second firing of the pistol is related to the incident? It's the picture here, because there's like shot through here and then there's a shot here, so that's 2 shots theoretically, unless it went straight through him. But even then, the angle's probably wrong for that. He wouldn't have like fallen that way. I don't know. The shot came from inside the house. I mean, lived. But then who was God. Look at this photograph. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. So, let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired. Where? Your Honor, come on! Get a clue. God damn it. Show the judge the contradiction in the photo. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. So now Karma's gonna say that the bullet went straight through him and into the glass, therefore it was 1 shot. However, we know that the bullet was pulled out of the victim's heart and therefore did not go all the way through him. Counterpoint ricocheted off his bones around the inside of the body, then launched itself through the window. But then how did we get it out of its heart, Red Roach? I see a bullet hole in the door. Your Honour, Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice, thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot. Boomerang bullet. Boom. So the bullet went round, went through him, and then back in. And got stuck on the window. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honour. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart, the other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by somebody else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. Of course. Here we go, here we go. Oh, it went through the body, obviously. Oh, I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL-6 instant file. Look closely. Try the case summary page. The case summary is on page 1. Look at what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. Why? Because you guys have already picked this up. That is an incredibly suspicious statement. Did the body not count as a clue? Did the bullet not count as a clue? It would have been funny if the judge had been given comically exaggerated Cockney accent. That would have been great. Apparently they made service pistols with brown since Edgeworth just went unconscious the moment the bullet went off. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Hello, people! Nah, you need to sign confession before it counts as a clue. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door. A different gun, you're saying? Did someone shoot from the outside? Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Commerce says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fired. I'm afraid I have to discount the defendant's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter. Eh? How did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? Oh, sorry, Maya. What? Looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No! You said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent. I'm sorry, it just... When I saw the photograph, I thought that 2 shots had been fired. I thought I was certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot, but now... I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick? Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only 1 bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? What kind of question is that? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No. No, I do not. You killed your own father, though it was not your intention. Yes, I did. Oh no. He's accepted the guilt. Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today, therefore I must pronounce the verdict on the defendant today, right here, right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I have so many! But it was 15 years ago! How am I supposed to have evidence of this? Clearly there was no evidence of anyone playing Clue. The scene of the crime. How do they know there weren't any clues anyway? Did they bring Scooby-Doo? But not true. It's true. He must have shot the first bullet with the second bullet to make it an even bigger bullet. Maya, don't get yourself arrested again. I hope she doesn't. Have you been paying attention? No, just vibes. I've been here before. It's just that my first day's in court. So many things I know I should be saying. But my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. Mr. Wright, I have a fucking objection! Your Honor, I object! Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object? Oh. Me? I don't know. This case is perfect. Oh no. It must exist. The second bullet. Ghost teacher! What? What did you say? Nothing. Second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not to go to Vtuber. Wait, Your Honor. The second bullet. It existed. What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist. I realize that, Your Honor. Oh, I'm really grasping here. So much grasping. Ghost versus vampire! On the grounds that I do not want to lose this case, correct. The only thing that beats a vampire is a ghost. The bigger bullet thing was true, yes. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. But who? The murderer! The murderer. Then tell us. Just who is this murderer? You! I'm still thinking about that one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? Huh? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? The murderer had to find it. Of course, there was a need. That's why they took it. What possible reason could they have had? Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the bullet would be proof. Maybe they thought the bullet would be used as proof? Like you're trying to do right now, clearly? Proof? It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well. Huh? Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired? Oh, right. Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you. No! Wait! Oh, this isn't going well. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? The murderer didn't need it. But he likes everything to be perfect. Why would the murderer spend time looking for a stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. What's wrong, Mr. Wright? The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal, think crazy. He had to take it because he's perfect! Because he can't leave evidence! Because he has to do everything perfect, because it's Von Karma! Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but, the murderer had to take that bullet. Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean? Well, for instance, it hit him? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Miles! Congrats! You shot a vampire! The bullet hit the murderer. Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? And my mouse has run out of battery. Yay! Why does this happen all the time when I'm on stream? Why? My mouse is like, now's the time, people are watching. There we go. It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know. Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's what really happened? Let me get this straight. At the time of the murderer themselves was shot, and they left with a second bullet inside of them, thus leaving only 1 bullet at the scene of the crime. Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yes. But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside, yes. Shot through the glass. The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator and sees the men inside. Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known. I don't think that's a compliment. I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you said. The judge is pretty good at being very impartial, I'll give him that. Miles Edgeworth, vampire hunter. Yeah, so the bullet was silver. If the bullet was silver, we wouldn't be in this mess in the first place, would he? Because it would have died. It would have been great. What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murderer. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Hi, Hunted Story. Welcome. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Crossberg said yesterday? Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Whoa. It must have been quite the shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months because he got shot! Ah! He had to lay low after murdering a man! Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock? But took it because he was injured. Which would mean... could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL-6 incident. He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth. It was Von Karma! Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, denied these nuts, Von Car crash. Woo! What kind of nerd takes a multi-month vacation because he gets shot? Well, it's not just because he got shot, it's also because he had to lay low because he murdered a man. We will get there. He's there. He's in the courtroom. Somewhere. Wasn't the lift stuck at the time of shooting? How could the murderer open the door if the lift was stuck? Or am I missing something? I thought he shot through the glass. Your Honor, I call Cap. Your Honor, this may sound weird, but I need Von Karma to strip in front of all of us. But not in a sexy way, please. He's old and wrinkly. We don't need to see it. Oh yeah, now all we need to do is set up the dominoes and the jig will go down like a house of cards. Checkmate. Something wrong, Mr. Wright. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Oh, should I come out and say it now? Say it! Your Honor. There is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect? Oh, my hands are shaking. What? Von Karma. Von Karma? He's fucking smiling! That grin! It's like, hey, he's on it. He's excited for the challenge. You mean the Von Karma? The persecutor? The one standing right over there? He is edging his Victor Von Doom. This was a Marvel game all at Karma. Yeah. Bah! You don't object? I see no need. Why honor his ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident. Yet, you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no. Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Hello, Judgment Bird. Welcome. Karma is definitely the guy who says bar humbug. Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is! It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave any clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would leave a doctor as a witness. Oh, nobody's that perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out himself by himself? That's insane! No, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out yourself. Wait. What does that mean? That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove? Oh my god, I can! The metal detector! Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know you like it so much. What? The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is a fucking metal detector. Oh my god. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it's unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself. You don't mean? I do. There is a possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. And we're gonna metal detect his fucking body! How is that even possible for all these years? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector! Oh my god, I did not think we'd use the metal detector again. Well, Von Karma, Your Honor, my defense is good. The bullet's coming from inside Von Karma, it is! I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. Oh yeah, he's feeling vulnerable now, aren't you, bitch? Yes! I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order! 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 Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end this. End it right here, right now. Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Bro, get over here, strip. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. I can't believe we're using the metal. Do I get a mini game? Do I get to scan him? That'd be great. Just go beep, beep, beep. Found it! It reacted. Something inside his right shoulder. The bullet. We didn't make him strip, but we did make him strip. We can pretend in our heads that we did in fact make him strip. At least get topless. I would like to think we shamed him to that point. He deserves it. Your Honor, let's put Von Karma in an MRI machine. If he does not have metal inside him, he won't be scared. Von Karma was the gun. He stores the bullets and then spits them out. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you! Yeah, it was, motherfucker. No yowie screen for you. I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. What? I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL-6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL-6. That seems unlikely, bro. That's very convenient for you, innit? Hey, Von Karma, totally not a vengeance thing. You step inside an MRI real quick. No Edgeworth, I'm a flop. I could see that. Yeah. But Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Mr. Wright, well, can you prove it? Can you prove the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL-6? Of course he can't. You don't have any evidence of DL-6. Oh yes, I do! With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. No, I'm the one who's sorry about Karma. The shitty... He's earned that shit-eating grin. Where's my shit-eating grin? You were close. One day away from freedom. But you see, I have proof! What? Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? No, support gamer posture. Gamer posture is great. How dare you? How dare you make me stretch? Okay, I stretched. I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL-6 incident. And here's my final proof. Ba-ba-da-ba! A bullet. Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL-6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart, and the other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired by the same gun. The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth! Mr. Von Karma, will you let us remove the bullet from your shoulder? We'll compare the ballistic marking to those on this bullet and solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma, will you submit to surgery? You see, if we shoot this bullet inside Von Karma and it makes the exact same wound, that'll mean it's the same bullet as the one that caused them. The crash out! That scream. I heard that scream before. Wait. I know. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making it any easier. Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Stop breathing my air! Get away! Get away from my father! Bang. It's that scream I heard in the elevator. No, Von Karma, the bullet in your is in your shoulder, not in your mouth. We need you to open your shoulder, not your mouth. Just to be sure, let's not just shoot him once. Check. Let's do multiple times, and then just to be sure, we'll get this wooden stake and we'll put it through his heart. My sweet edge, but he must have been scared. That's the scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma, it was you who screamed. That's our boy! Mr. Von Karma. Ah, Edward! Only you would dare defy me! So, it was you. Ah! Oh my god! Just turn around and bang his head again. I'm just gonna sit and enjoy this for a minute. This is wonderful. Correct. Yep. Continue. Do continue, Von Karma. Don't let my clicking stop you from hurting yourself. Yeah. I'm just gonna drink my tea. We're just gonna let him keep hurting himself. Ah, this is satisfying. Absolutely perfect time for a short break. How's everyone been? We coated the bullets in garlic, so be sure to stay down, you freak. It was you who screamed, Your Honor. What the actual heck was that scream? Yep. I know, is this not one of the most motivational things you've ever seen? Eaten any good sandwiches recently? I haven't, actually. No, wait, I've been very excited with my sandwiches recently. I've been adding cheese to my sandwiches. It's so exciting. I've been having ham and cheese sandwiches. Don't even know. Although yesterday I had a pulled pork sandwich. No, not yesterday, day before. Went to a barbecue, you see. And that's what killed my social battery for streaming. Is going to this barbecue. But it was tasty. You had a delicious 2-kind-of-meat sandwich today. Yay! Oh, that sounds lovely. Did it have cheese in it? And did you toast it? Because that would be even better. Ham and cheese is the winner's choice. What kind of cheese? I think it was Lancashire. It was a bit more orange than cheddar. I'm normally a basic bitch cheddar girl, but you know. You had a strawberry jam and peanut butter salad. You had a PB&J. I've never had a PB&J. I feel like I need to try this like American classic that you guys have. Lancashire, yeah, Lancashire. Lancashire. And some strong coffee. Pass on the coffee. Meat lovers sandwich. Something I say after see. Right, I think Peanut butter and cheese sandwich is where the real money... Peanut butter and cheese! I don't know how I feel about that. Like a crispy peanut butter or a smooth peanut butter with the cheese? And then like what kind of cheese? What are we talking about? Kava sure is a headache. Yeah, yes! Should we put him out of his misery soon? I think our Kava's skull needs a bit more softening. I do too. We'll let him keep tenderizing himself. Peanut butter and cheese. Brother is either cooking elixir or sewer water. We don't know which one. We need more details on that before I'd even look at it. I like to have a ham and cheese double-decker sandwiches. Oh, so you mean like bread, ham, bread, cheese, bread? Like that? Like a slice of bread in the middle? Perfectly crispy, but it doesn't particularly... Preferable crispy, but doesn't particularly matter. The main joy is the sticky. Naruhodo. Tenderized frontal lobe depends on the cheese. Von Karma is the name, chat. You didn't miss it. Yeah. Alright, let's put him out of his misery, shall we? Curse you and your father! Your father shamed me with the penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade! Oh no, I wanted to leave him doing that, which is why I didn't say anything. I was gonna just leave him hitting his head again. I'd recommend microwaving it with cheddar, but it depends. But tends to burn the peanut butter quickly. This is fascinating. Bread, ham, cheese, bread, ham, bread. You only have cheese on the one? Bread buttered, obviously, sometimes mustard on top of the cheese. Interesting. Von Karma is a little too headstrong. 15 years earlier! Chief Prosecutor, I am sorry. Von Karma, it's not like you make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. Edgeworth! It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way around the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. Bang! I was in pain. A horrible pain, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then the lights came back on, and the elevator door opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. And that's why the medium got it wrong, because the victim was unconscious when he was murdered, therefore he did not actually know who his murderer was. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious, which is why his ghost couldn't tell you who murdered him. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was a perfect crime. Even the victim couldn't rat me out. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Clap a line to the gunshot. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. You were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Husband, you're free! That is all. This court is adjourned. And Von Karma's going to jail! Jail for 1,000 years! District Court, Defense Attorney, Room Thingamajig. Nick! Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick! Crushed him! I gotta say, I'm impressed. I was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it. I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. But now it's all just a good memory. So it's finally over, Edgeworth? Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this, but I love you. I know. Try. Thank you. Yes, yes. I see. Thank you, right. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing. You've got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's got you there. Whoop! Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party! Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. Boogers! See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you. I see. Whoop. I feel foolish. Don't worry, take a little time, you'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Hey y'all! What you doing here, Lotta? Y'all look great in there! Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hands in the cookie jar if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? It's like 10 digits a day. Smile. Yeah. Yeah, I know. She's not the best. But it's fine. We ruined her dreams. I think we got the vengeance we needed. We ruined her dreams. It's over, Nick! My life is over! Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Did you get dumped? Did you get dumped, Larry? Oh, Nick. I'm not long for this world. You don't look sick. Just to be clear, I'm only gay for Edgeworth chat, in case I haven't mentioned... That's very secure in your sexuality there, Haunted Story. No homo except for this guy. And then you're like, no homo except for these two guys. And then eventually you're like, okay, maybe a little homo. It's Kian. She's gonna live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind. Should have seen that coming. No homo except for my husband. Yo, Edgy, there you are! Yes, here I am. Congrats, Edgy! Maybe looked forward to do, I suppose. Oh, Haunted Story. You're on a little journey of discovery, ain't you? No homo, slippery slide. Slippery slide to homo. And it's okay. You gotta discover things. You gotta discover yourself. Self-discovery is a long-ass journey. Congrats, Jetty. It's a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. From what I've heard, if you're not into the men of love and deep space, then you're not into, like, hot things in general. I don't know. That whole app terrifies me. The Deltarune Lancer. Or do you mean Fate Stay Lancer? Harry Butts, you come along tonight too, my treat pal. Huh? Huh? Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, that's not police talk for prison, right? That's unfair. Fate Stay, obviously. I know, in that skin-tight suit, bro. I think you'll be fine, Larry. Right. Yeah? What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah, that's not that strange. People give money to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, that's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly. Nick? Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? But... 38. No. No, Larry! It was you? What are you so surprised about, right? Huh? Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect. What? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then you saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I know it was good at history. Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. If it stinks, it's butts! When something smells, it's usually the butts. I know! Really right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, it shows an unexpected turn of events. Edgeworth? Edgeworth is the childhood friend who won. He is. When something stinks its butts. Yeah, he's not good at a lot of things, especially judging partners. You should have told me! Now, Nick, it was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitations has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes. There you have it! Ugh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. Well, you've always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah! And you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known I'd become a prosecutor! The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor, in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Edgeworth. Want to switch, right? Hey y'all! Line up, I'll take a photo! Hey, photo time, let's go! Hey, we never got to answer whether we'd like to swap jobs with our husband. I think we should. For fun. For spice. Criminal mastermind butts at it again. He is! Reunited with your childhood friend and your hearts are not laid to bare. All it took is one of them almost, well, two of them almost getting into jail. Don't talk about mana transfers in my chat. That's gross. Let this be a lesson. Don't decide your future when you're just 9 and believe you've accidentally killed your father. After that, dinner's on me. Aww. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. There is a spin-off game for Edgeworth I've seen. Oh, I want to live aboard you. Let this be a lesson. Don't decide your future when you're just 29. Your future is endless. You don't have to decide a future at all. Just kind of float on the waves of the world and just see where it takes you. That is also fine. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5? Maybe I should go back to sleep. Huh? What's this, a letter? Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you, it made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium, in training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you, but I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. But honey... Goodbye? What time is it? Ugh. The first trains left for the mountains have left already. I haven't left already to the station! How dare my daughter run away without saying goodbye? I guess I'm too late. Hey! Nick! Maya! So, you're leaving? That's what I've been doing. Look at me now. I'm 35 years old, spend lots of money on Vtubers. You do. But as long as it makes you happy, that's all that matters. Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits, and I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay?
Hold it!
Yes! Hold it! Wait! What? Hello, Black Girl, welcome. I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. What? Thank you. What indeed? I hope your wah makes you happy. Thank you very much for the super normal size phantom. Although you have already donated a lot, I hope you're looking after your bank account, okay? Wah, indubitably. You heard my sister? Yes. Still. Only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I'm useless, Nick. But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything! All I did was wander around in a daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Evidence? Hey, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have this. A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL-6. But you are the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. That's my girl! That's my baby girl! Don't worry, my financial advisor is down to 3 buckets. That's not decent improvement. Oh lordy. I don't know about that. Oh, get your butt on the train, girl. Go, go, go. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Ah, off she goes. Oh, baby girl. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins with the same old crazy cast of characters. Don't think that you've graduated yet, Mr. Amateur. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim? Yes, Your Honor. Oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Oh, that was so good. 10 out of 10. Wonderful game. I can see why these are so beloved. Alright, Gumshoe. Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down the precinct to wish me a happy new year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Whoop, a Detective Gumshoe. Then he hung his head low and went back outside. Kinda like he was embarrassed or something. Stranger. Oh, that's cute. Whoop. Nick? Nah, I haven't seen him lately. Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop. That's Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what we call a cheap date. Oh, she's in Hawaii right now, yeah. Stop dating people long distance. You obviously can't handle it. Yeah, the auto-scroll credits, I can't stop them. But just have to read fast. Oh yeah, him!
Who? Right? Yeah, I remember him. Hi, he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I told him everything knows. I'm sure he's grateful.
No, you didn't. My girlfriend lives in Canada. Yeah. Oh yeah. Phoenix, right? Yeah. The defense attorney for whom I wrote that affid for. You should know why I've taken over management of the Gateway Hotel recently. You should you be in the area, please stop by. Ah, I get to know about all the things that happen. Don't mention long distance memories of Flash or Pat. Oh, honey. Oh, it's you. Phoenix, right? Yes, Mia's understudy, is he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Gets accused of a murder in court. You just don't know her. Oh god, it's a Phoenix, right? He is an actor. Well, I'm not buying it. You can be a star. God, what a character she was. Miss fucking Windbag. Amazing. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. Ah, sure. Mr. Face, right, a great deal. Oh, keeping my face out of the public. I wouldn't want to ruin any kids' dreams, you know.
These kids have no
She's speaking in Eminem. Yeah.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall. I wanted to visit, but didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess cards. She says she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living at anyway?
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, alright? But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day, and I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Oh, what a dog. I was kind of shocked for a boy of my tender age.
Penny's a good girl, she is.
Oh yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh, me? I'm training to become a paranormal photographer. You know, that picture I took of everyone. Well, just behind them there's ghosts. For real. Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous. Oh, was Mia in the picture? That's amazing. Aw, there is a ghost. That's so cute. Look at these two dads and their daughter, and Uncle Gumshoe, and Uncle Butts. Hold it! Oh yeah, there's one more, isn't there? A brand new episode has been added.
I would like to save.
But that was the end of the original game, yes. Lotta turns out to have exorcist blood in her veins. Take photos of the dead. Lawyer firms haunted by ghosts. Yes, correct. Is that not what normal lawyer firms are like? Rise from the ashes, day 1. So what's this one about? What? DLC case? Oh. What? I know, right? 3D animation? A very, very, very bad apple of it. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. I've had offers, but I took none. That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22nd, 10:02 AM in the Wright & Co. law offices. It's a whole extra D. Non-sprite models in my visual novel. I know, right? Never on and on, I continue circling with nothing but my pain in a carousel of agony. Why do I come here to the office every day? It's not like I want to work. There you are, finally! Where have you been? My sister's trial is tomorrow! And who are you? Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. It only matters who you are! The famous defense attorney Mia Fey! I'm not Mia Fey. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So, are you the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait! You're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yeah, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered, though. Oh, that's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney? Look, I'm not accepting any new cases. Mia Fey transferred to a better location. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time, but please, you have to help. It's my sister. She does look like her. Maya, could it be? Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name is Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Scientific investigator? Okay, let's talk. Let's talk, Emma. Emma, was it? You're a scientific investigator. Yes, that's right. Is something wrong? No, it's just that you seem kind of, jumpy or maybe just young. Hello, Yellow. Welcome. Young? I'll be 16 years old this year. Oh, I see. Wait! Only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader? But I'm ready to do my job! My age, no less. Great, another future profession in the training. What's the case? So what about this case? You said the trial's tomorrow? My sister didn't do it! She wouldn't stab someone with a knife, she wouldn't! So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it! I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness? Just talk to her. You have to talk to her. Right, I suppose I will. I promised I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. Still, it's good to have a goal, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Don't you? Yeah, sure. Can't falter on a lack of enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. We got the ghost side, we got the science side. We have a supernatural daughter and a science daughter. Your sister? I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. I'll show you when I'm done. I'm looking forward to it. I guess I should get on the detention center of Dr. Sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I ever needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, I guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's name. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Well, actually, once she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's depressing. Let's go talk to your sister. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as we arrived. God, I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. Sorry, yes, but this is just your sister. No excuses. Or did you not want a raise this year, understood, ma'am. What was that all about? Hi, Lana. She seems terrifying. Revolutionary take on DNA testing. You'll never take on, baby. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have an defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you. I've heard quite a bit. I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name is Lana Sky. I'm Chief Prosecutor for this district. Oh! Oh my. Oh my. You're a prosecutor? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana. I mean, they're just like. Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Mamma mia, that's a specimen default. Yes, it is. Hello, Miss Prosecutor. Would you like to tell me about the case? There's something you should know from the start, which is the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh? Wait, but the suspect is me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright. Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21st at 5:15 p.m. That's quite specific. It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. My, that was a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car? Classy. I was arrested on the spot, caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. Okay, who's the victim? So it was the victim. An investigator with the police department, I suppose. The correct term is detective. A detective? Death was due to loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach.
by you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? Well, it means the police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so.
They haven't said it's Gumshoe yet. I'm gonna assume it's not Gumshoe. They wouldn't kill Gumshoe in a DLC, would they?
You off, Hunted? Thank you for coming, Hunted. Have a lovely day.
This case gets worse and worse with everything.
Hello, Metamorph. Welcome. I'm cute.
So you're the chief prosecutor?
That is correct. I'm responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do their job and manage every aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell.
That's an awfully large nutshell.
Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright.
Huh?
In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't.
Lana? What happened to your hand?
Oh, this? I cut myself by accident when I stabbed him, that is.
Huh?
I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose.
How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? Do I do Q&As? I'm usually happy to answer questions. As long as we don't, like, derail the stream too much, I'm happy to answer questions whenever. Clearly they created the entire DLC just to explain why Gumshoe gets a gravestone cameo. No! Oh, I'm such a girl failure when it comes to murder. You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her?
Emma told you that, did she?
How do I defend this? Well, first you gag her, and we can bullshit on her behalf, correct? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office.
Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia.
Hey!
It was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students.
Different?
She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney, anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me.
Were they girlfriends? Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Yeah, Emma, you tell yourself that. You tell yourself that.
Lana was top of her class in school. I was the best there was.
Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. Sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Lesbians in my visual novel? Well, we just had gays, we need to balance the scale.
Well, Mr. Wright.
Unfortunately, they are tragic lesbians, because one of them's already dead. Excuse me?
As you can plainly see, I am admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case. None.
But Lana!
Why? Why are you doing this to me?
YouTube is strange, you lag. She says gay. It's trying, they're trying to words, big government's trying to silence me. They're trying to take the homo away. Can't escape tragic, you can't. Well, you see, you could make it less tragic by making both of them are dead instead of just one. That's slightly less tragic.
Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself.
Yeah, Lana might be covering for someone.
I know you didn't do it, Lana. I know. So,
How can you say that you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I hate you, Lana! Oh, no. Mr. Wright. Yeah? I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense attorney? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed, after all. The case is over. Right. I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes. But something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. There's something else going on here. And I'm going to find out what. And I think... No, we can do a little more. This case ain't over till we say so. Emma did it. Maybe. Maybe. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know? I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle. Always smiling. I see. Sorry, I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... Well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end it there because I think that's just a good place to end. Well, we've basically finished it. We have a DLC case to go, so we're not far off finishing the game. But for now, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for your understanding on the cancelled streams lately. I think we will probably only have Limbus. Potentially it might be on the stream on Thursday, maybe. Yeah, I know, Yellow. Unfortunately, I got here wee late. But that's okay. Time happens. We did do it. We definitely finished it. But we have an extra one. I do not have a big forehead. What do you mean? Anyway, I will be back tomorrow with some Limbus company. Good news. I got enough shards to get myself an Ishmael. So we're going to get to that Zwei Ishmael that I want tomorrow. And we're going to train her up and we're going to put her in the team. And then we're going to continue with plot. And I'm excited to do so. I'm not a big forehead bald person. Yeah, gambling. Maybe some gamba tomorrow. I don't know if I need or want that Hong Lu. Even though apparently it's really, really strong. And I like being meta. I like being strong. Maybe. But then I'd have to get rid of full stop Honglu to have that Honglu. And I can't do that. Because then Heathcliff would be sad. But anyway. That's tomorrow Mi's problem. Today Mi's problem is not a problem at all. Because I'm happy to do so. I'm happy to thank you guys for coming. Thank you everyone in chat, thank you anyone lurking, thank you anyone who watches the VOD. I really appreciate you coming. And if you have not already, I'd also highly appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you've done that, go over to Twitch, give that one a cheeky follow. And if you've done all that, you can get your butts onto the Discord. And if you've done all that, the only other place I really post is on Blue Sky. So check that one out too. If you've done all that, then other than shouting my name from the rooftops and telling all your besties about me, the other ways to support me are money required, but sometimes you get goods and services for this money. Some of those goods could be crochet items from Briny Rose Crafts on Etsy. There could be an audiobook on Audible if you search my name on there, or Little Red and the Baba Yaga, a visual novel with 60 endings on Itch.io.
And there's a little merch store on my website, www.bridieywestsmith.co.uk, where you can get ebooks, postage copies of books I've written, bookmarks, a notebook, a pillow, a crochet potato, and stickers. And if you would like to pay regularly, I have a membership and a Patreon. The only difference between they both get chat commands and the ability to vote for an audience chosen stream every month. The only difference is that membership gets you the emotes and Patreon gets you monthly drops of book chapters. Eventually you will have my entire story all on Patreon for free. It does sound like eShop music, doesn't it? Hey everyone, there's a cute British VTuber on the internet. No, it's not Elizabeth Bloodplane. This one actually likes tea. I appreciate it, Little Size Phantom. That's a great way of introducing me. Like Elizabeth Bloodplane, but likes tea. Correct. That is all I have for you. I'll be back tomorrow. But for now, I had fun. I hope you had fun. This has been Bridie Westwood, Land of Mid Library. Goodbye.